We are shifting gears completely on this show to talk a little baseball. Super regionals in full swing, and you were taking a look at some of the super sites. The #1 national seed Tennessee playing host to Cinderella Evansville. Everyone in action this weekend is a series win away from punching a ticket to Omaha for the College World Series. Let's welcome on 24/7 Sports national writer Brad Crawford. I have to catch myself. Usually I bring you in as national college football writer, but you're putting on your baseball hat today. We're going to preview some of these matchups and do a kind of superlative style. So let's start with, what is your most intriguing regional matchup?
I am expecting a doozy between NC State and Georgia at Foley Field in Athens. The ACC has 5 teams left in super regional play in this tournament. Only one of them is not a national top 8 seed, and that's NC State. Bulletin board material right there. In the other dugout, you have Georgia. Obviously hasn't advanced to a College World Series since 2008, and they're projected by #1 overall MLB draft pick here in a couple weeks, Charlie Condon, the best hitter in baseball. NC State will do what it can to kind of pitch around him this weekend. And they should have some fresh arms because last weekend NC State only played 3 games in its Raleigh Regional, 1 out there. So we could be looking at, Emily, a ACC SEC Invitational in Omaha, and this matchup is kind of a precursor of sorts.
Seems to be trending that way. 2 national seeds going head-to-head. I mentioned the matchup between Tennessee and Evansville. Not necessarily the case there, and not the case everywhere. So that leads me to my next one. Which team is on upset alert?
Yeah, keep an eye on Clemson hosting Florida this weekend. The Gators were the last team, one of the last teams in the NCAA tournament this past month, 28-27 overall during the regular season. But they've got some crazy good talent on that roster. They can really knock the cover off the baseball. Jack Caglione leading the charge. He's hitting .410 this season. Tower power hitter with 31 home runs in this season alone. This is not Kevin O'Sullivan's best team he's had at Florida, considering that he already does have 1 CWS title there in Gainesville. But there's enough talent, Emily, to get back to that Final 8 in a few weeks in Omaha and potentially scare Clemson and maybe force a 3-game super regional.
Okay, so the first 2 questions led to SEC versus ACC. Maybe let's go out of those 2 conferences a bit here and tell us about your sleeper team.
Yeah, sleeper team to watch for me this weekend is Oregon. Ducks only gave up 4 runs, I think it was, last weekend during regional play, including back-to-back shutouts. So this pitching staff right now for Oregon is really rolling. I don't expect many runs to be scored in College Station this weekend, given Texas A&M's stable of arms as well. The Aggies are the #3 national seed after a terrific season in the SEC, but I think Oregon is a bit undervalued here. It would not surprise me a bit if there's a couple pitchers duels there in College Station and the Ducks possibly punch their ticket to Omaha.
All right, speaking of Omaha, we're just going to skip to the end. Give us your pick for who will be the champion of the College World Series.
I hate to go chalk here, but Tennessee has never won a national championship in baseball. Finished runner-up once. That was way back long before us in 1951. But this is the summer that I think it happens. #1 overall seed in the tournament, have a good draw, as you've mentioned, in Evansville. Tony Vitello's team has several flamethrowers at the top of that pitching staff. Very good bullpen. Team ERA right now is like 3.80, which is #3 to #4 nationally. Best pitching staff left in this tournament outside of Virginia. And the Vols have 5 players in that starting lineup with at least 17 home runs and 60 RBIs. So that's a tough team to get out. Tennessee's very impressive.
Don't feel bad about going chalk. It's okay. I will accept that here. Also a team, that goes yard once or twice or 158 times for a school record this year. So they are certainly a fun team to watch. Brad, thanks so much for being here and breaking that all down for us. The baseball hat looks good on you. We appreciate it. You can check out more of his work at 247sports.com. We will have tons of coverage for all the baseball fans out there, and it will not slow down once the field is set for Omaha. So make sure that you are checking all of that out, along with, of course, our typical unrivaled recruiting and college football coverage.